Well, kia koutou katoa, no mahara mai I tēnei ata I Aotearoa. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this morning in New Zealand. And, of course, this afternoon here in Vancouver. We have got you some bonus coverage of our New Zealand women's team. It is the New Zealand White Sox that will take on Czechia, or the Czech Republic, here in a warm-up fixture match on the Canada Cup tour for the New Zealand White Sox. Craig Wallace's woman, and their third day of warm-up play here, and really looking forward to that. Just getting the lineups coming through to us now, so apologies if we are a little slow with those coming through for you. But it looks like for the Kiwis, they will be batting first, but we'll wait for them to come out just to make sure that they'll be able to give you the lineups for both teams. It is Czech Republic in their white. They will take the field first here, and as they go on out. Can't quite read their lineup sheet for the Czech Republic, but I can give you the batting lineup for New Zealand. It'll be the youngster out of Christchurch, Parklands Christchurch United, Kaia Ratu. She gets the start at second base leading off today for the Kiwis. Beth Reid's been the mainstay at right field and in the two spot today. She will hit Shai Howell from Waitakere 2 years at third base. Hitting in the three spot. Clean up hitter Denver Shortate. She's been doing it all week so far. She's at first base. Tanisha Hokama will be the designated player in this match. Hayley Breakwell will be at shortstop hitting 6 today. Stephanie Smith at left field hitting 7 today. Kiri Simeon will be doing the catching duties for New Zealand hitting 8. Poppy Pritter will be at centre field hitting 9. And when we get around to the defensive side, it'll be Stephanie Fairclough with the ball here for the Kiwis. So just a hair past 1 o'clock local time in Vancouver. Thank you for tuning in this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you along for it. As we are getting ourselves ready to rock and roll here. Fantastic to have you along. So it is New Zealand taking on the Czech Republic. First pitch, as I mentioned, just a year after 1 o'clock, 5 past 1, locally here in Vancouver. On a beautiful day here locally. See just a slight cloud cover. Nothing really to shake a stick at. 20 degrees Celsius here. Heading for a high of 21, so pretty much there already. A summer's day in Western Canada, Vancouver. First pitch is down and away. Ratu leading off here for the White Sox. This one just holds. They'll check down at third base. Might pick up the first base umpire for you. Coverage of the White Sox here today. Kaia Ratu, it swings through that one. We've got 2 balls and 1 strike here, the count on Ratu. Lead-off batter. This one pops up. Ranging to the fence. And they will make the catch for the out here. So top of the shot for New Zealand will go down. See Kaia Ratu, that's something we've seen with the White Sox. They've passed on the tradition. Passing on what's happening with the pitching before then. Ratu passes it on to Beth Reid now. Right fielder. This big home run from Beth Reid the other day. That'll level count 1-1 now on Reid. This one skids away. mentioned Beth Reid had herself a day so far in the tournament. Big home run. 1-2 the count. I just changed it around for you. Apologies. Yeah, swing and a miss on the outside edge. Shy Hale now, third baseman for the White Sox. Steps in to go to work with 2 away here. She swings at the first pitch. We'll grab that line up for you for the Czech Republic as it comes through. Or Czechia.
Let's go now, Shia!
I'll ask where did the name Czechia come from? Well, it's always been one of the recognised names of the Czech Republic. Just kind of over the last year or so has been more common to use. And ground ball, Texas Liga dunks it over to a right field, and Hale will be the first base runner for New Zealand here in this test match warm-up game between the Chechnya and New Zealand. And first base she goes with 2 outs. Clean-up hitter now. Comes in first basewoman, did the short take. Pitch to take, fouls back. Great to have along for this bonus coverage this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've got yourselves a nice, warm cup of coffee, ready to rock and roll. He's down low. Maybe a bagel, bacon and eggs. Bit of avocado on there. If you have, don't be afraid to send some to chop. This one pops up with a foul. So Hale still down at first base. We'll go back and reset. Just fights this one off, goes the other way, does Shaw Tate. Not far away, those lineups just coming through, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be able to give them for you properly. Of course, we've got the batting line-up for New Zealand, which is the Czech Republic. Shaw Tate's the 2-2 count here. This one's change of pace. That looks pretty and just freezes her in the batter's box. That'll do New Zealand through the top of the first innings. No score in it. We'll be back with the Czech Republic batting in the bottom.
This is the one that went on the road. It's got a bit of a scuff, but I don't know if you want to...
Well, hello and welcome back to Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada this morning. Just a couple of days out for the beginning of the Canada Cup. We'll give you some information on the Canada Cup as it comes forward for you. I'm Jason Gurby's aka Chopper, and happy to announce that apologies, just kind of tidying up something here. The lineup for New Zealand for you. Just tidying that up here. Okay, so defensively for the Kiwis, let's set them for you. Left to right in the outfield. Just waiting for my graphic to update as well to make sure I've got them right for you. Coming down through the zone, and it is Stephanie Smith at left field. Poppy Priddle gets to start at centre today for the Kiwis. Beth Reid, she will have to start at right field. Cock on the third base, Shire Howell. Hayley Breakwell from California, I believe, these days. She is the starting shortstop. At second base is Kai Anatu out of Christchurch. Ototahi. Denver Shortai, the first basewoman from Hutt Valley. Behind the dish is Kerry Simeon, as this one fouls back, and our camera just takes a bit of a knock. Try and get that tidied up for you. Finishing the defensive lineup. It's a bit of an angle now, isn't it? We'll try and get it sort of flipped. Apologies. Just work our way through it. Yeah, so the rest of that fielding lineup we mentioned it was Kerry Simeon behind the dish and Stephanie Fairclough is the starting pitcher on an angle. As this one skews to the right, and we'll just get out of the reach of Beth Reid. Beth Reid has pulled off some fantastic defensive gems at right field already over the first couple of days of warm-up games. Offensively, it'll be the second baseman for the Czech Republic leading off here, Magdalena Kabanova. And she will watch that one and go down on strikes. So the first victim from Stephanie Fairclough. So I hope you've adjusted your coffee just a little bit to the left, or hang it a little bit to the right, just so you can see the angle. There's the hard hit ball, tracking back to the track, and baby, it is gone. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, the Czech Republic have taken the lead here, 1-0. Just went large there. Now, there you go, camera's being tidied up for you. So a big drive from young lady, the third basewoman. Veronica Kim Plover with that big drive over centre field. So 1-0 Czech. Kitchener leading now. Going to bring up the first basewoman now, Jana Fokova. She steps in to go to work for her country. Bottom of the first innings. Big blast there. That one just sailed, didn't it? I'll play a replay, but it's on an angle. So we'll save that one for another time. That's one down line. Fairclough towed the rubber for the Kiwis a couple of nights ago through an outstanding game. the first warm-up match of the tour against Cloverleigh, the 19 team. She had it on a string that day, I tell you. Three straight balls even. One strike. This one's outside, so it's a home run backed up by a walk here as Furkova heads on down to first base. One away. The White Sox had a couple of scrimmage matches against the U23 major White Sox yesterday. Major White Sox just landed in the country, so still within 24 hours of landing. Jet lag, I'm sure. Up with a draw in the first game, I believe. This one gets away. Drawn the first game, and then the second game they terminated it early. White Sox, though, marked their fifth warm-up game. They had two on day, I think it was day 2 they were here. In Vancouver, Cloverleigh and White Rock and Renegades. With the two games they played that night. The next night they played a historical test match against Ukraine. It was fantastic. Still running out victors in that one. 4-6 now, I think, from memory. In that game. And then the two tests yesterday against the New Zealand 23 White Sox team, Major Sox. Scrimmages. And now today against Czechia. The good thing about the game yesterday, it was a chance to celebrate someone special in the White Sox. Lara Andrews playing her 100th test cap for the New Zealand White Sox. The 12th centurion, as this one will go foul to the right side for the White Sox, and a great little ceremony between the two teams and the management of both teams. They're right on the diamond after the games. Followed with a couple of tongas presented to Dr. Lara Andrews, one from her home club to Aotearoa in Hutt Valley, and the other one, of course, from New Zealand, Soccer New Zealand. This one comes back. They look to try and make a double. No chance of that, but they will pick up the second out here, the Kiwis. So that was the left fielder. Apologies. Thompson Nova. It just popped out there. Up to bat now is the left fielder. Iliska Thompson Nova. Just finishing off that Dr. Lara Andrews ceremony yesterday for her Centurion presentation. The chest caps for the White Sox. A couple of times was presented to her, some lovely speeches on behalf of her club and Soccer New Zealand. They read out a letter from her first coach in the White Sox, Mike Walsh. Just told a story of Lara's journey in the jersey for the White Sox. It's pretty cool to hear and see. They followed that as they were, she was putting on her last tonga. The girls sung her Waiata. Followed immediately by both the White Sox performing their traditional haka to Lara, and then the U23 Major Sox performing their new haka to Lara. Very moving moment and a fantastic tribute to a stalwart of New Zealand soccer, Dr. Lara Andrews. 100 test matches. Congratulations, Lara. Up. Foul over the play. So full count here on the right fielder. Oh no, the 42 right fielder it is batting. They have the names back in front. Karolina Moskova batting here. Right fielder for Czechia. Bounce this one off. set to go here. Faircroft's looking to get out of this first innings. 2 away. Rise ball on the hands will pull down the line of foul. Defensively for New Zealand. I'll run through that again for you. If you're just joining us here this morning, of course, at the conclusion of the Black Sox Japan game over in Saskatoon. Lots of international softball going on at the moment. That's for sure. And Faircroft does get her done, and we saw that a couple of days ago. I mentioned against Cloverleigh how commanding she was with strike zone. So just the one run for Czechia. That was the big home run over centre field. That is the difference so far. More action when we come back in the top of the second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Vancouver for a third day of warm-up fixtures here, fourth day, I should say, for the White Sox. And boy, oh boy, got a good start to this one. The Czechia leading 1-0 on a home run in the bottom of the first innings. Well, New Zealand will look to reply through their sluggers. There'll be Tanisha Hokamo, who will step into the batter's box first here for the Kiwis. Of course, we wish our Black Sox all the best of luck. Going down in a tough lock, 1-run loss, and this one goes foul, against Japan this morning in in Saskatoon. A few hours timeline-wise difference from where Vancouver is. 1 run given up in the first innings, a home run to Japan, and they've made that stick. New Zealand even a couple of runners stranded throughout the game, including bases loaded in the top of the 7th. Couldn't convert any of those runs. Japan using 3 pitches through the game. Congratulations to the men from the land of the rising sun. And New Zealand will await the results of the next game. There's Canada taking on USA. And that will decide who will play in the final of the Four Nations Super 8 Cup in Saskatoon. Otherwise, the Kiwis will take on Japan again in an earlier game. Probably after this one, if you wanted to watch softball all Sunday, plenty of it coming wall to wall for you. Of course, Softball New Zealand's got you covered for the White Sox here. This one fouls back. And Premier TV have got you covered for the Black Sox over in Saskatoon. Also, if you want to try and catch the developing Sox, they're away in Brisbane, Australia right now. If you want to catch up with them, you can find them on the socials on Facebook. Some of the extra games being streamed. I believe they're playing in Ipswich this weekend in the tournament. So good luck to the developing Sox. Boys and girls, New Zealand sides away at the moment. Of course, to the women's teams in Canada. This one's a hard hopper. Tough play by the shortstop. Over, and it can't make it stick at first base. And Hokamo will leg it out. Tough foot on base. Base on balls here. But just what the doctor ordered for the Kiwis. A chance to get a base runner on. The game this morning, New Zealand out hit Japan 5-2. I mentioned Japan just able to stick that home run on the first innings and make it stick the whole game against the Black Sox. So the Black Sox, one more game today, semi-final. Before the grand final is played at that Super 8. I'm not too sure which game they're going to be playing first. We'll just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you'll be able to catch all that if you go online to the Black Sox Facebook page. I'll have all of the action there for you, that's for sure. So 1-1 the count here. Haley Breakwell starting shortstop for the White Sox. Shaves the bunt. He's foul. Breakwell now waiting. 1-2 count. Slow developing play here for the third basewoman. She'll get it over in time, but they will advance the runner over to second base. So just the one away here for New Zealand. On the top of the second innings, ourselves a game designed to be a good one here, I reckon, today. So make sure you've got yourself a good coffee, a good muffin or a good croissant, because looking forward to you staying here with us today. Stephanie Smith now starting at left field. First time we've seen that in these couple of days. Swings and misses this one. 2 strikes the count on Smith. Stephanie, long-time member of the Howick Softball Club, before moving back to the United States, and has been the last couple of years. This one to the screen, and that will allow Okamo down to first base. Okamo playing in a DP role. A 1-2 the count on Smith. Okamo 60 feet away from tying this puppy up with just one away here. Outside. Stephanie Smith returning to the White Sox after a number of years of hiatus. With family and life and things that happen. This one to the screen. Just not quite enough for Okamo to come charging in from third base. The catcher's probably saying, "Oh, do it! Thank goodness." There's a train I don't want to get on the tracks of. That's for sure. Very pleasant Sunday morning to you all, wherever you are, maybe. Some, of course, lucky enough to be in Vancouver. This ground ball up the middle, and it'll squeeze its way through. And Stephanie Smith marks a return to the White Sox with triumphant as she will drive that runner in. And New Zealand tie this puppy up 1 run apiece. Fantastic batting by Smith. Dead ball. We've got leaving early here. And going to be out out at first base. Well, Stephanie Smith and Stephen Martin, the assistant coach, who'll go out to have a little chat and find out what's going on. We'll just take a little look at it ourselves, see what we've got. You can see here just on the leave, you be the judge. So 2 away here, and Kiri Simeon now, the catcher. Takes the first pitch that comes through the zone. I just want to give you those defensive lineup for the we've got the first names, apologies. So anyway, left field is Zaleska, Natalie is at centre, Carolina is at right field, Veronica is at third base, Michaela is at shortstop for the Czech Republic or Czechia, Magdalena is at second base, Jana Fukova is at first base today, and Della is behind the dish, and Katriena is the pitcher who will take care of business there and pick up the third out. So only got that defensive lineup for you for the Czech Republic. But it's not before Tank gets her done. And in the bottom of the first innings with the Hokamo at third base, she says, guess what? Kiwis can play too. Dead ball, we've got leaving some, of course, luckily. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Vancouver, and the New Zealand White Sox continue their tour here ahead of the Canada Cup. Gets underway on Monday or Tuesday New Zealand time. So we have 2 games. The White Sox have 2 games today, taking on the Czech Republic now, and then at 6 p.m, which is 1 p.m. local time New Zealand, they will take on the Kingdom of the Netherlands. On the flip side, the Major Sox, they have a test match today, and they will be taking on Ukraine, where we saw that historic test match against the White Sox just a couple of days ago. So U23 will get their first test match against a foreign country in Canada, and that is later on today as well. Fly Boys, you saw Hayley Breakwell at shortstop for the first out here for the Czech Republic. Bottom of the second action here. Czech Republic picking up a home run in their first innings. It was the catcher, Andela Kopchipka. That flew out to the shortstop for the first out. Ground ball, get on up, girl, get on up. And it's Shire Hale with a bit of wings, bit of jet, bit of air time. Makes that throw over the second base. Fantastic to see. They say defense wins championships. Shire Hale was something special here. Have a look at this. Just get on up, girl. Strong throw to get it over to finish it in time. Back to live action now. So it's on the way. The designated player will step in. Katrina Vakova Swing and a miss on that, level the count 1-1. 2 away here, bottom of the second innings. Those that have just joined us, Czech Republic picked up the first run of the ball game at the bottom of the first innings with a home run. New Zealand applied with Stephanie Smith driving one up the middle with Okama at third. That affectionate run did the Kiwis tie this baby up at the top of the second innings, and that's where we are now in the bottom of 2. And her ball going back. And a ranging catch at the fence. Poppy Priddle. Wow, and that's one of the reasons why that young kid has been picked in this team. So we're all done through 2 complete. It is the Kiwis taking on Czechia, 1 apiece. See you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Vancouver. Top of the third innings, and we saw a fantastic catch taken in the bottom of the second to complete that innings from a centre fielder, Poppy Priddle, a youngster out of Wanganui. She will lead off here for the Kiwis. It's the happen, isn't it? A great defensive play, then offensive play. Let's see if that part of the ledger comes true here. Fouls this one off. Pretty predominantly a slap hitter on the left side. We saw in that first warm-up game against, second warm-up against Rock Renegades. We saw Priddle just flick one past the shortstop on a slap, driving a run in their first at-bat. Out on the way to first base. She's quick, so good play by the defensively by the catcher from the Czech Republic.
His eyes was bad because he's so he's like literally right up against
That'll rotate the batting lineup now back to the top. Second baseman Kyle Artu steps back in to go to work. Artu flew out there first at bat. A great young up-and-comer, and she will stay on in North America after the Canada Cup. Kyle Artu, she will head away to university. Hard hit ball up the middle, and a fine play by the shortstop, Michaela, to get the out. Just see here, hitting the ball where the ball is pitched, down the first space in time. Standing defense from the Czech Republic. Going to pick up Beth Reed now.
Let me know if anybody needs any.
Two away here, and she slings a rise ball right on the letters. This reads one of those batters that I need to be guessing what her intentions are with.
Delta Inferno just said it. Coach said it directly. There's no way.
This one down low. So levels account 1-1 here, Audrey. Two away, top of the third innings. Kiwis grabbed their first one in the top of the second. They'd like to add another here in the top of the third if possible. Change of pace. Looking to pull it in the hole, and it does pull in the hole. Skids off the glove of a diving second basewoman. And that's a good at-bat right there. Squeezes on down through. Down to first base she will go. So the Kiwis have a runner on here, albeit with 2 outs. Shire Hale now, third baseman from New Zealand. On deck for an opportunity if she can get it. We'll clean up her with a dim short take. Drop ball, just missing. Umpiring quality we've seen here in Canada for the first kind of handful of days has been really good. Players are respectful to the umpires are respectful to the players. They do a mighty fine job on it. Fouls this one off. The runner was off in motion on the pitch. If you take a look at this, on the pitch she was going. Fouls this one off. So the runner was off and showing their intentions here. 2-0 Ken. This one will skid away. Camera looks okay this time, thank goodness. So the runner will go into scoring position. Shire Hale with an opportunity to give New Zealand the lead with a hitters count, 3-1. Drop ball, can't get it to land. Hale will head down to first base. So New Zealand with something cooking in the kitchen here, as they will ask their clean-up hitter to come to the plate. In the short 8. Completed her university education in the United States, playing softball. This winter, I believe, playing her ball in the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Ball down low, that'll skid away. And the runners will move up 60 feet, so huge opportunity now for the White Sox with both Beth Reed and Shire Hale at third and second base, as the catcher will call time. As you can see right there, number 3, Demba Shortate, number 10, Tanisha Hokamo. Two big boppers here, and if there was ever an opportunity in this match to capitalise, it's right now, right here. And while we get a break in the action, just like to say ahoy to our friends from the Czech Republic. Had the pleasure of visiting Czechia, Czech Republic, back in 2019 for the Men's Soccer World Cup. Of Prague and Havlicabod. Hospitality was second to none. Fantastic. Not that I'm one to partake in everything that goes on, but I can tell you they have a lot of bespoke breweries. And the beer is cheaper than water, basically, in that country. So I think it's the Kiwis' heaven. Fantastic, of course. Architecture, history of the country is phenomenal. Downtown Prague is an area called Old Prague. It's unbelievable. We all go to watch the clock as it chimes its hour, and I'll tell you a bit about that later. But it's simply outstanding. Got to go. King Charles Bridge, also a sight to see. Back to the action here. Top of the third innings, 2 away. Hit his count. Balls up top. 3 straight balls here for Shaw Tate. Looking to put a pounce, maybe a green light, we'll find out. Runners are in scoring position. There's a good pitch on the outer edge of the zone. He's still in the favour of the batter here, 3-1. Here's a ball up the middle. Will it come off the glove? It does one, but can she regather? She does. And the second basewoman for Czechia, what a play on the backhand, regathers it and makes it over in time and keeps New Zealand from scoring here. We got ourselves all locked up at 1 run apiece. New Zealand will leave 2 stranded. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to be a good one. Mark my words. Hard hurt ball. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here. Sunday morning treat for you. It's the New Zealand White Sox taking on Czechia, or Czech Republic. Great to have you along. We've got ourselves a good one here. Bottom of the third innings. We're all locked up at 1 run apiece here. The Kiwis have put a good one together, that is for sure. Czechia struck first in the bottom of the first innings, a home run. New Zealand replied in the top of the second innings. Tank, Stephanie Smith, who's picking up the ball to catch right now. He drives in Tanisha Okala, the designated player from third base, at the top of the second innings. Now locked up at 1 run apiece. Inside out swing. Goes straight for the first baseman. Shaw Tate for the first out. Natali Kopcheva, the centre fielder who flew out there. So 1 away here. Stephanie Fairclough continues to work on the hill. We'll give you that defensive lineup here for those that have just joined us. We'll go around the horn on the infield first. We'll go back to front of it, eh? Shire Howard at third base. Haley Breakwell at shortstop. Kyle Artu. So on the outside edge. Kyle Artu with the second base duties today. First base woman is again the Shaw Tate. And mentioned Stephanie Smith behind the dish. Battery pairing is Stephanie Fairclough on the hill. Her debut campaign. So apologies, not Stephanie Smith behind the dish. It's Kerry Simeon behind the dish. Apologies. Stephanie Smith is the starting left fielder. Poppy Brittle at centre. And Beth Reid is the right fielder for New Zealand. There's one hit into the gap. And one bounce into the fence. She'll have to put on the brakes as Brittle with a nice turn to get that one back in quickly. See right here, just lashes at it. Priddle was quick to the fence and no chance with a ball to the fence to get the second base. That's good defence by New Zealand. So one away here. And that'll bring up the bat for the Czech Republic. On the outside, one is not going anywhere. Third baseman batting for Kim Plover. Is this one stricken back? 1-1 to count now. Well, thank you for tuning in this morning on Soccer New Zealand's YouTube channel. Of course, Beyond the Dugout, jumping on and supporting our White Sox this morning here in New Zealand local time, and of course this afternoon in Vancouver, down low. So 2-1 the count here on Kim Plover. Magdalena is the base runner at first base. It's Kim Plover with a home run back in the first innings. Dead red centre field. Veronica Kim Plover steps back in to go to work. Pick off a 10, back to 3, no, back in time. Kerry Simeon, look at the almost behind the back throw of the batter in front of her. Her on her toes. So a hitter's count though for Kim Plover. Dangerous pitch to come here. Low lifter, right on the knees. Just what the doctor ordered. You can see right there. And another one on the outside edge gets that dangerous Kim Plover. Fantastic. Bang. Right on the corner. Faircoff with the point to Simeon behind the dash. Approves of the location and the strategy. So 2 away here. Big out there for the Kiwis, I tell you. So 2 away now. Pick off attempt and the back door. And boy, that was bang, bang, ladies and gentlemen. That is very, very, very close. Boy, I tell you. Wow. Very, very close. And low. Let's take a quick look at that replay here. Slow it right down for you. Coming in the back door is Ratu. Bang, bang. Oh, fantastic play indeed. And the back door. And boy, that was something close.
Excuse me, does this make sense?
Dobrá práce. Dobrá práce.
For New Zealand. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here, and great to have you along for this New Zealand game against the Czech Republic. And apologies if we had a little bit of delay on the audio. We've got a great game going here, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, in the top of the fourth innings, Tanisha Hokamo leading off here, 2-2 count on here. Hard hit ball up the middle to the corner there as Hokamo will go down. So New Zealand locked up against Czechia. 1 run apiece here. Haley Breakwell now hitting in the 2 spot. So the slow roller develops in the 2 spot today, in this innings, of course. So 2 away, and it'll bring up Stephanie Smith. Of course, she was the heroics in the top of the second innings for New Zealand. She drove in the tying run. Smith settles in to go to work. And Smith can't quite catch up to that one. This one fouls back. So 2 strikes still the count here. This pitch just off the edge. Just to give you a bit of a recap on the game so far, was the third baseman, Veronica Komplova, with a home run for Czechia. So the first innings, dead red centre field. And this one comes through the zone. So a quick top of the fourth innings here for the Kiwis, as it is Czechia that get her done. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a tied ball game, 1 run apiece. See you soon. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Vancouver in the bottom of the fourth innings here. And the Czech Republic with the base runner on, as you can see. Still tight game here. Might see what tactic. And there we go. Thought so. We would see from Czechia here with the game so tight, and looking to advance the runner over. See a stolen base here, and there's a lot of respect for the arm of Kerry Simeon behind the dish. Bottom four action. There's the bunt. Outside the zone though, so no need to offer at it. Two straight balls here is Karolina Noskova. Fielder batting here for Czechia. There is a perfect textbook sacrifice bunt. And down to first base she goes. Couldn't be better. One, you advance the run to the two. And the second is that you get the pitcher to pick up the ball. Basics of softball executed perfectly there for the Czech Republic side. So bottom four action. What is at second base now? This pitch comes through the zone. This pitch up top. Catcher now, Adela Petchka flew out in her first at bat of the contest. Going to find a different result here, I'm sure. Bottom four action. Two balls, one strike to count. Fairclough continues on the hill here. No changes defensively for New Zealand. Off and running on the pitch. This is why we have seen the Czech Republic not try to steal any bases. Kerry Simeon gets this to third base yesterday. Simply outstanding. Look at that. Got to wait for her to get there. That's how quick Kerry Simeon is behind the dish. Tidy out. So one away here. There's 2-2 on the batter now. Petchka. He steps back in to go to work. So New Zealand and the slate clean. Goes down low, goes between the wickets. So I give it the big raps. One goes through the middle. 3 hits apiece so far between New Zealand and Czechia. Just go Czech Republic because that was friends. Czech Republic. And a nice little squibbler over the top. Gets her done. Happily down to first base goes Petchka. You can see they're just over the outside of the reaches of a diving Shao Hao as she goes backwards for that one. So that'll put a runner at first base here for the European nation, Czech Republic. And it looks like the catcher will, with a 2 down. 2 down. Will change at first base to run. Here's Simeon, isn't she? She's ready to pounce. It's on first pitch. Fairclough and Simeon, battery pairing today for New Zealand. That one comes through the zone. You're just joining us. This is day 3 of warm-up games for the New Zealand White Sox. This one fouls back. Day 4 actually of warm-up games. First day they played 2 local sides, Cloverleigh and the White Rock Renegades. A couple of victories there for the White Sox. Day 2 they played a historic test match against Ukraine. It was pretty cool. Great victory in that one too. Ukraine. Oh, no look throw. Hey, check this out from Kerry Simeon behind the dish. Look at the run. She doesn't even look the first base. Boom. I wonder where she learnt that. This Kerry Simeon's partner, ex-Black Sox catcher Corey Timmy, renowned for that throw. And they'll take care of business with a strikeout. And Czech Republic will leave one stranded here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bit of everything. We've got a tied ball game. We've got a no-look throws. Who will crack first? Who will crack them first? We'll find out when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Vancouver. We saw some great defensive plays from the catcher, Kerry Simeon, who should lead off here for the Kiwis in the 5th innings. 21 degrees locally, just a slight bit of white cloud, but nothing. No rain on the radar. A beautiful midsummer's day here in Vancouver. First pitch is through the zone. Top of the 5th innings. So pops up and they'll take care of business for the first out. So number 9 in the order now, Poppy Priddle. She will get an opportunity. Come on, Pop. The youngster took a fine catch at centre field. Then a nice throw on should have been a double to the fence. That's it, throws it into second base. No chance for Czech Republic to skid on round the corner. This one laces foul the other way. Top of the 5th innings. New Zealand have picked up 3 hits today so far. This one comes through the zone. 1 and 2 the count. Out on a fine defensive play on a running bunt from Priddle on their first at bat.
Good eyes there. Job, pop up.
2
And out.
and 2
2 and 2.
count here on Poppy Priddle. Czech Republic. Hard hit ball from Priddle. And a fine catch taken at right field. Carolina, boy, laying out. This is an outstanding play. You can see right here, Priddle got a lot of that one. And then running and ranging and diving over. That's a nice play by the Czech Republic, that's for sure. Got to bring up top of the shop now. Third at bat for Kaya Ratu. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th innings. This pitch from Ratu, fielders back. Ratu with a fly out and a ground out for their 2 first at bats so far. And get on board. So just kind of cheeks her a little bit and slides through the inside part of the zone. But 0-2 the count here. Did she go? No way. Look at that. Good composure from the young Ratu in the box. They checked, of course, but it's held that bat perfectly. So 1-2 the count now on the Kiwi. And fights this one off, does Ratu. New Zealand need base runners here. This one feels like it's only going to be decided by a run, 2 at the max. Top of the 5th innings here. All the scoring done in the first 2 innings. Czechia scored their run from the 3rd basewoman. Veronica Kumplova with a big home run, dead red centre field. And then Hokamo gets on, beats out a single. Sacrificed over to second base, and then Stephanie Smith, the left fielder, drives her in. Hit up the middle, tied us up. That was in the top of the 2nd innings, and we've been Krispy Kreme donuts ever since. 1-2 the count here on the second basewoman for New Zealand. 2 away, top of the 5th innings. Slow roller. This basewoman will take care of this herself. And that'll do us through the top of the 5th innings. We are still locked up at 1 apiece, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. This one's on the balancing beam. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the New Zealand White Sox work through their warm-up matches here in Vancouver ahead of the Canada Cup. And New Zealand taking on the Czech Republic now. They'll also have another warm-up exhibition match. That'll be later on today. New Zealand time, 1:30. They'll be taking on the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Local time for them will be 6:30 p.m. I believe that one's scheduled for Diamond 1 in Softball City. So a chance maybe stream that one for you. Trying to get all the details on the streaming of the Canada Cup for you. A couple of things have changed in that space, so just want to get that clarified so we can pass on those details. Of course, Soccer New Zealand will send you through the links through their socials on where to watch not only the White Sox but the U23 major White Sox that are competing at the Canada Cup, and of course the Black Sox finishing off their tournament at Super 8 in Saskatoon at the moment. Of course, they will be off to the World Cup come Wednesday, New Zealand time. To Prince Albert, about an hour away from Saskatoon in Saskatchewan province, right in the middle of Canada. She strikes the count here. Just misses outside. Bottom 5 now. All locked up still. Designated player here trying to work her way onto the base. Katrina Vakova. Can't remain 2-2. Of course, the Canada Cup. If you want to follow all the information on that, just simply go to CanadaCup.com. CanadaCup.com. And indeed, you will find all the information on the tournament. It's just missing outside. Worked all the way back to a full count now, 3-2. On the schedule for the tournament. Exhibition match we mentioned for the New Zealand White Sox this evening against the Netherlands. You see Riseball swinging above the shoulders. It's a good return on that one from Stephanie Fairclough. Picks up the first out. Now, Junior White Sox will take on Greece tomorrow. They're taking on Ukraine today. Not too sure where that game will be streamed. Junior White Sox. Sorry, not Junior White Sox. The U23 Major White Sox. And then the Major White Sox will take on Greece tomorrow in an exhibition match. 8 p.m. local time. That would set us at 3 p.m. New Zealand time Monday for that. And then the tournament gets away proper on Monday. Vancouver time, so Tuesday New Zealand time. And the White Sox will take on Ukraine in their first game of the tournament. And the New Zealand Major Sox, U23 side, take on the 222s team, representative team out of Saskatchewan province. So CanadaCup.com is where you'll find all the information on that. Wishing our ladies the best of luck. 1 and 2 the county as this one punches up the middle. And just the 5th hit of the ball game for the Czech Republic. Down the first base she goes. The centre fielder, Natalia Kopchikova. So with one away here, in first base. This one comes through the zone. Czech Republic have tried stealing one base. It might have been a missed signal actually because she got there so late. Maybe it was supposed to be a hit and run play or something. Either way, Curious Simeon hosed her at third base, trying to go from 2 to 3. This one sounds through the edge of the zone. Magdalena Kalanova has one of the 5 hits today over their strikeout back in the first innings. Stephanie Fairclough in her debut campaign for the White Sox. New Zealand long enough to get requirements for the national representative status in New Zealand. And Pruder will take care of this one and out in second base. Oh, sorry, centre field. So we're 2 away here. fifth innings. Czech Republic will hand over the duties. Ball just outside the zone, inside there. And on the call time, make sure we're all on the same page here. Kerry Simeon, the catching duties with Stephanie Faircoth, the pitcher today for New Zealand. Very well so far. And the reason why they're taking their time here is the third basewoman, Veronica Kimplova. Big home run in the first innings that gave the Czech Republic their score so far. Off and running on the pitch. Ball gets away, and she is safely down to second base. Dangerous times now as the runner's in scoring position. So with the runner in scoring position, the big home run hitter Kimplova up the pad here. She did go down. Laces one in the left field, but it'll go foul out of play. She did strike out in her second at-bat. So Faircoth and Simeon have had some success against her. It's 1-for-1 at this point. Who wins with a knockout punch? 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Fouls that one off. That was the strikeout pitch in her last at-bat. Actually got into a hitter's count for Kimplova, very dangerous, 3-1 count. And then Faircoth and Simeon, low lifter outside edge both times to strike out Kimplova. Comes inside this time. Shortstop Breakwell's there with 2 outs. It is bread and butter. And the Kiwis will get out of the jam, the Kimplova jam. And we are all done through 5 complete. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got a beauty cooking. A beauty cooking in the kitchen. New Zealand, Czech Republic, 1-1. Locked up. Top 6 coming up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Vancouver. Top of the sixth innings here, all locked up at one apiece here between New Zealand White Sox and the Czech Republic national women's softball team. A couple of days out from the beginning of the Canada Cup here. So they battle each other, and a real good one going on, and it looks like we have a pitching change for the Czech Republic. Hard hit ball down the line from Beth Reed. Who's that count? 1-1. And Reed pulls that one to right field. Sorry, to centre left field. And she is safely down the first base. Heck of a hitter, Beth Reed, that's for sure. Brings up to Dan Shire Hale now. One comes through the zone. 2 strikes on Hale. New Zealand with a leadoff runner on here in the 6th innings will be looking to try and capitalise. So 1-2. Down on the house, sorry, just trying to get a couple of things for you. We can rock and roll. Top of the 6th innings here. And low. Hale moves to an even count now, 2-2. Pitching change. We're going to give you all of those details in a second. This one fouls back as they'll reset. So the only change I really see out there is the pitcher, and Anna Zulova is coming to pitch. This looks the same in the fielding lineup for the Czech Republic. 2-2 the count here on Hale. Oh, change of pace is good. That is filthy. Just look at this. Pulls the string. Gets Hale out on the front foot for the first time. That'll bring up the slugger now. First baseman, Debbie Shortate. Get the runner over to second base there. Beth Reed. Respecting the arm of the Czech Republic catcher too. See the lead catcher is ready to pounce. Outside pitch. 2 balls. So hitters count now for Shortate. To hit him runs, squeeze plays and straight steals. This one pops up, and Reed will have to retreat back to first base as the out is taken at right field. See off the end of the bat here of Shaw Tate. Reed alerted, turns around. Like she was kind of going on a hit and run play there, wasn't she? Well, that'll bring up the bat now. Tanisha Hokamo. I can tell you from experience, this girl can hat. Christmas break throwing DP to her for a tournament. And first time throwing her a couple of batting practice pitches. Boy, did I have to be on my toes defensively. Because it was coming back quick, and that came back quick. Right into the glove. And New Zealand can't quite convert yet. They will stay locked up. 1 run apiece. Beauty going on between the Czech Republic and New Zealand. See you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, what a good game we got going on here between the Czech Republic and New Zealand White Sox. Exhibition match ahead of the Canada Cup in a couple of days' time. All locked up at 1 run apiece. It was the third baseman, Kim Plover, with a big home run for the Czech Republic. Dead red centre field, that got them on the board. Stephanie Smith, left fielder, drove in Tanisha Hokamo in the top of the second. Gives us our scoreline. One run apiece here. Well, leading off for the Czech Republic will be Jana Fukova, first basewoman. A walk and a strikeout in today's at-bats. This one's outside, so hitters count now. 3-1. Iska Thompsonova is waiting on deck for the Czech Republic. This one just misses the inside edge. Just waits to make sure, and you can see here for yourself, just and that inside edge away from the zone. So down to first base she will go. So, just what the doctor ordered for the Czech Republic, a lead-off batter on. New Zealand did that, couldn't get it over to second base. And here's a sack bunt. There's a difference. And out at second base, just what the doctor ordered. Textbook sacrifice bunt. See that here. Geared, making the pitcher pick up the ball. So, runners now in scoring position. First pitch right down Main Street, number 42 here for the Czech Republic. It is Karolina Boskova. Strikeout and a sacrifice bunt to her credit today. One away now. That's why they fouled on the line. Bottom of the 6th innings. The Czech Republic will try and do it the easy way here. We'll try and pick up a run for the Czech Republic in the bottom of the 6th innings so they can get the 3 outs in the top of the 7th. Excuse me, check swing outside. Reed will take that coming forward, and no chance for the Czech Republic to advance the base runner on base. Textbook, 2 hands on the move, and they'll have to stay stranded. So with 2 away here, Czech Republic trying to break this deadlock. It's been like this since the top of the 2nd innings. Here. And outside the zone. Pinch heading into the ball game. Eliske standing over. So getting her opportunity. Big part of the game. Outside. 2 straight balls. Stephanie Faircock has gone the distance for New Zealand. 6 strikeouts on the day, given up 5 hits, 2 walks. Just the 1 earned run off that home run back in the 1st innings. Turns down low. 2-1 the count here on Steady Nova. Slanny Nova. Apologies. It is count now, 3-1. Runner in scoring position. Czech Republic's big moment of the game's right here. And the rise ball is good. That'll fill the count now. 3-2. Faircock has responded to pressure all throughout the match when required. Can she do it one more time here? Keep the slate clean. Keep it at 1-1. And she can on the outer edge. The Kiwis, boy, looking good here today, that's for sure. So is the Czech Republic. We're all locked up. All locked up and 1 run apiece. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Top of 7th. Coming up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the top of the 7th innings. And it'll be Kiri Simeon that'll lead off for the Kiwis. Sorry, Hayley Breakwell, apologies, will lead off for the Kiwis. 1-1 the count on here. Sounds a ripper going on, all locked in one apiece here. Hard hit ball. And taken at the fence. Breakwell just off that pitch. Lifted to centre field. One more quarter of a wheat bix, and maybe that one goes yard to give New Zealand the lead. So close. New Zealand will send up now left fielder Stephanie Smith. Now she's been good today. Small miss on that one. Putting the commentator curse on Chopper, but she has been good at left field. In the batter's box, she drove a New Zealand sole run. That was at the top of the second innings. Seeing single up the middle. And one strikeout, so 1 from 2 today is Smith. Of the 7th innings. Fouls back. One and two the count now on Smith. There's Anna Zalova. Continues her relief work on the hill for the Czech Republic. Ball low. Another close pitch. And Smith is rewarded with a full count now. 3 and 2 here. There's a little lead-off runner on in the 6th. 4 hits to 5 is the score. 1 run apiece. New Zealand have 4 runners stranded in the game. Have 5. It's that close. A little bit of extra gas from Zulova. Gets it on the outside edge. 2 away here, and looks like we are going to make a substitution for New Zealand. Pinch hitter coming into the ball game. Dr. Lara Andrews. We mentioned getting her 100th test cap yesterday with a big ceremony between the White Sox and the U23 team. And in a big spot here in the top of the 7th inning, she is going to come in for a hit for Kiri Simeon. So Andrews up to bat now. The Centurion for New Zealand. First pitch. Dispatches that to centre field. Stop there at first base. So Andrews is like, hey girls, this is how it's done, like it is. Just drives it up the middle. First pitch she sees. So New Zealand with an opportunity. Running across the screen near number 15, going to come up next, and that is Poppy Priddle, the youngster. Now, just a bit of time here as the umpires are going to check something out here. We have the umpire's mic up, unfortunately, so we'll just have to translate it for you. Just a bit of contact around that first base area. It's safe at 1. So Poppy Priddle in the 9 spot now. Big spot for the youngster. Saw her on day 1 of warm-up games. Gives
now, Pop.
Drive in run with their first hit. And time called here. Stephen Ratu. Might just take a look at that replay, see if we can see anything in ourselves. So Lara Andrews drives us up the middle. Do we see any contact with anyone? Right here. Did she touch her there? I think that's maybe the question she's asking. On her way around the corner, did she touch the player? It looks like we are going to have a pinch hitter for Poppy Priddle too. Stephen Ratu's coming to make a change back. So no interference at first base. Dr. Lara Andrews will stay there, but Poppy Priddle is going to retire to the dugout. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter here. They have a lot of options. Lise Pettit, she's been great this week so far. Danica Farizo's on the bench, she's an option. Emma Francis is a big option. And then, of course, Punny and Monk, I think they'll probably save her in case they need some pitching. 2 outs here, and it's Emma Francis that's going to come in the pinch hit for the Kiwis. So with 2 away, the doctor is in the house at first base. It would be the go-ahead run for New Zealand here on the top of the 7th innings. Back to the action now. This pitch is outside. Cancer Luska has got a cannon. They have respected it all day. Check swing. Fouls back. And 1 the count here on pinch hitting Emma Francis out of Wellington. Francis has been a hard hitter in the New Zealand domestics competitions for a long time. New Zealand would like to see her hit one hard right here. And a swing and a miss on the outside edge. It's a curling rise ball that takes care of business. And that'll do us through the top of the 7th innings. The doctor came in. The doctor couldn't be driven home. So we will go to the bottom of the 7th. Can the Kiwis hold on? We'll find out. Back soon. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 7th innings is what they twist. Fairy tales are written of, aren't they? All locked up. The bottom of the 7th innings. A chance to win it for your country. And that's what the Czech Republic have right here, that opportunity. Been a good game, a real good game. 5 hits apiece and 1 run apiece. As simply as the identical storyline so far. Stephanie Fairclough has gone the distance for New Zealand. Just looking defensively, I think everyone has re-entered. Simeon back behind the dish. To the count here on the shortstop, Kayla Kurielova. 2 groundouts were 2 at-bats today against Fairclough and Simeon. This one's up, going to the fence. And that will make the catch. Shire Hale and Hayley Breakwell teaming up there to get her done for the Kiwis. So with 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th innings. This one fouls back. Katrina Vakova stepping to go to work here for the Czech Republic. Designated player, fly out and a strikeout. And their 2 at-bats so far today. Scoreline is 1 apiece. Hit line is 5 hits apiece. Left on base, 5 runners each left on base. The only difference between these 2 teams is the error count. Czech Republic with 1, New Zealand none. Errorless. On the 7th though, opportunity for the Czech Republic to walk it off. Bing shows one, pulls back. Counters level 2-2. Saying defense, everyone's back out there. Poppy Priddle is back out there. He's sitting is back behind the dish. How good Lara Andrews. 100 test caps for New Zealand. The 12th Kiwi to do that. Steps up 1 pitch, bang, drives it to centre field. Pure class. Andrews. Slow roller. And Vatu is there to take care of business. So, 2 away here, 1 out away from going to extra innings. Would have picked that. Natalia Kopikova. Step in now. Eekhoff continues to work. This one fouls back. Pitching options for New Zealand if they do want to make a change at some stage. Fairclough is throwing very, very well. It's Pania Monk and Tanisha Hukamo. Of course, is the designated player in this one, so she could warm up at any time. Pitching options for New Zealand that we're seeing this week so far is a young Shire Hale. She's in 3rd base. I don't think she will be used in this game. Frame job on the outside edge. Not quite hanging straight on the wall. 1-2 the count. Simeon, a very good receiver of the ball behind the dish. This one pops up. Beth Reid will call, overcall to make the outs. And that'll do us through the bottom of the 7th innings. Ladies and gentlemen, we're locked up. Guess what? International tiebreaker coming up. More action. One apiece. The Kiwis locked it in with the European champions, Czech Republic. Back soon. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Vancouver here. We are in bonus coverage time for the New Zealand White Sox taking on the Czech Republic. Top of the 8th innings, international tiebreaker in effect. Now locked at 1 run apiece. Top of the order will be Kaiaratu, will lead off here for New Zealand. Should be followed by Beth Reid as this one pops up. Unfortunately, on the first pitch for the outs. Beth Reid will be hitting second here, then they'll go to Shire Howell. Running at second base is the speedster Poppy Priddle. Tailor-made for New Zealand to get them over. Unfortunately, that bunt just not getting down. Pitching for the Czech Republic, staying in the game, is Anna Zorlova. Hard hit ball by Reid. Priddle. I don't know if she'll be able to get a good jump on that, and she didn't. Just hit so hard from Reid. Priddle, no chance to score on the play. Let's take another look how hard this is. Just boom. You can see there, Priddle had to check for a moment. No chance to score on that. You normally would on a ground ball to the outfield. New Zealand have got him cornered now. So bring up young Shire Hale. Big opportunity now for the Kiwis. One away. Tiebreaker. Top of the 8th. Fouled back. So New Zealand do get the run up to 3 with 1 down. Wasn't the textbook way, but it doesn't matter. This one fouls up. We'll go back out of play. How the young White Sox career, a chance to kind of stamp her mark, if you like, on the international stage here. There's an exhibition match, but these opportunities don't come up very often, do they? Fights this one off. Good swing there from the Otahuki Bears third basewoman. Howell is the niece of Black Sox great legendary hitter Donny Hale. A hailstorm. Love to see the ball fly out of the park here Change of pace. Reed goes. The throw to 2. Priddle won't go though. So New Zealand now with 2 runners in scoring position. You can see here, off and running. Priddle not far enough off the base to get going, and that's just international experience right there, isn't it? So 2 runners in scoring position now. The niece of the hailstorm, looking to make it rain. And this one slides inside. A great pitch from Anna Zulova. Just freezes hail at the plate. Two away now. Kiwis, they've had 5 base runners left on base. Can they convert? 5 left on base so far. Only 1 has come in. Nisha Hokamo on Stephanie Smith's hit up the middle. Well, couldn't be set up better. It's the clean-up hitter now. Denver Shaw takes. Top. Short take. I mentioned spending her time in Europe at the moment. Netherlands, so she would have had a chance to see some of these athletes in her tournament travel. That pitch is good. Right on the edge. Right on the edge. 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. 2 away. 2 Kiwis poised in scoring position. Reed at 2. Priddle at 3. Short 8 at the plate. That is close. That is very close. Short 8 rewarded with a hitter's count now. Almost got a bow on it. Set and ready. Zulova, the pitcher for the Czech Republic. Inside set. Hard hit ball. Slow roller though to second base, and they will make the outs and avoid the jam here. We are still locked at 1 apiece. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What a ball game. Don't go anywhere. Bottom of the 8th. Can the Czech Republic do it? We'll find out when we come back. Well, I hope you've ordered an extra strength espresso or cappuccino for your morning coffee here on Sunday in New Zealand. And maybe something a little stronger in the evening. Pick up a 10, back to 2. Back safe. Maybe something stronger in Vancouver here this afternoon. Boy, what a game we've got going on. Simply been a beauty. 10 past 3 p.m. local time in Vancouver. And we are locked up at 1 run apiece. Can't get that one down. The Czech Republic have set up the second basewoman, Magdalena Karanova. And Natalia is running at the second base for them. The winning run, if they can bring her in. Sack bunt is down. They'll go to first base. That's all they'll get here. It is perfect from the Czech Republic. Shihal right up in the grill. So New Zealand now going to defend that runner from third base. The infield will come in. And a big opportunity for Veronika Kimplova, the home run hitter from the first innings. You might see her get a free base here. It's been the toughest out all day. Home run in the first innings. Time called out by head coach. Don't have the home run, unfortunately. Remember, the camera was on angle at the time. I didn't bother capturing it for you. But we don't want to see that again from Kimplova. This is a Kiwi perspective, speaking of sport, of course. But here comes the third baseman, Veronika Kimplova. She can be the hero here for the Czech Republic tonight, and they are going to go at her. I like that. I like that a lot. Many teams kind of shy away from a challenge. First pitch, straight up, and rewarded. That's showing backbone right there, the Kiwis. Not weakness, backbone, strength, unity, and belief. As this one pops up as the best hitter in this Czech Republic lineup for the second out. Simeon, two hands in the catch. So with 2 outs now, the Czech Republic will hand it over to Jana Fukova. First pitch Fukova sees as a strike in the zone. Walk. 2 walks and a strikeout. There's 3 at-bats today for Fukova. So all on the line here. Little curve action out of the right hand of Stephanie Fairclough for New Zealand. She's gone the distance. No change in the field. It's still Stephanie Smith at left field, Poppy Priddle at centre, Beth Reid at right. This one pops up. Breakwell, the shortstop, ranging over. And can't quite get there. Come back and reset the Czech Republic with another opportunity. Shihal still stays at third base for the Kiwis. We mentioned Breakwell, the shortstop, is still there. Kairatu's at second base. Denver Shorte is at first. Jerry Simeon has caught this whole game. Stephanie Fairclough has pitched every pitch. 7 strikeouts, 5 hits, 2 walks. Just 1 earned run from that home run from Kimplova, who she just popped up prior to this at-bat. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. Game on the line for the Kiwis. Czech Republic. What a catch. Quite a lifter out of the zone. Simeon doesn't get this catch. It's game over. Look at this. Bang. Get on up, girl. Get on up. Fantastic from the New Zealand catcher to keep this game locked at 1 apiece. 2 the count. Just outside. That'll fill up the count. 2 walks today, remember, from Fukova. She's got a good eye at the plate. Pick off the 3 and the throw gets away, and the Czech Republic are gonna win it here. in the bottom of the 8th innings on a throw that just gets loose on a small opportunity, possibly to get that third out. And unfortunately for New Zealand, they couldn't quite make it stick. So you can see here on the replay, hardly off the base. Throw just pulled away. It's one of those ones. Should I throw it? Should I not throw it? Heck of a game from Simeon behind the dish. Really unfortunate for her to finish this way. But in saying that, it'll take your head off. A great game from both sides here today. It is the Czech Republic that will run out victors in this game, as they will shake hands and thank each other. We will thank you for your viewership today. Stephanie Fairclough gets the hard luck loss, going the full distance, and of course the relief pitcher coming in. 2 pitches for the Czech Republic, combined today to get the win. 6 hits to 5. New Zealand led the hit count. How about that? They left one more base runner on. 7 base runners left on for the Kiwis in that game. The opportunity was there to win it. In this case, the Czech Republic sneak it on out. We'll leave you with a highlight package. Congratulations. The Kiwis will take on the Netherlands this afternoon. Hopefully they're able to get some streaming up for you. Unfortunately, Chopper is booked somewhere else for the afternoon. Thank you for enjoying and spending the morning with us. It's been our privilege to bring that to you, of course, on behalf of Soccer New Zealand and the rest of the team, the White Sox. Good luck to the 23 Major Sox and, of course, the Black Sox as well. Kia ora koutou katoa, and we'll see you all again very shortly. Congratulations, Czech Republic. The winners, 2-0. And it's Shire Hale with a bit of wings, bit of jet, bit of air time. Makes that throw over second base. Hard hit ball up the middle. And a fine play by the shortstop, McKay. Change of pace. Looking to pull it in the hole, and it does pull in the hole. Skids off the glove of a diving. Fouls this one off. The runner was off. There's a ball up the middle. Will it come off the glove? It does one, but can she regather? For New Zealand. Here's one, hit into the gap. And one bounce into the fence. She'll have to put on the brakes as Riddle with a nice pick off a 10. Low lifter. Right on. And another one on. Pick off attempt, and the back door, and boy, Czechia, there is a perfect textbook sacrifice, New Zealand. Off and running on the pitch. This is why we have seen Robert, and a nice little squibbler over the top. Oh, no look. Hard hit ball from Priddle. And a fine. Slow roller. So off and running on the pitch. Gets away. Comes inside this time. Shortstop Breakwell's there with 2 outs. It is Reed and change of pace. This one pops up. Reed will have to retreat back to first base defensively. It was coming back quick, and that came back quick. This one just over the second base. Here's a back puck. Here's the difference. Excuse me, check swing outside. Reed will take it. And she can on the outer. Hard hit ball. And take it at the... a little bit of extra gas from Zulova. First pitch. This pitch is that to centre field. Stop here at first base. So Andrew, and a swing and a miss on the outside edge. It's a curling rise ball that takes care of business. And business. This one pops up. Jeff Reed will call, overcall to make the out. Hard hit ball by Reed. Priddle. I don't know if she'll be able to get a good jump on that. She did. Change of pace. Reed goes. The throw to 2. Priddle won't go though. And this one slides aside. A great pitch from Anna Zullo. Hard hit ball. Slow roller though to second base. And they will sack bunters down. They'll go to first base. First pitch, straight up, and rewarded. What a catch. Pick off the 3 and the throw gets away, and the Czech Republic are gonna win it here in the bottom of the 8th innings on a throw that just gets loose on a